Hey there everyone, I'm Michael, and welcome to another ShiftOS dev update. In this update we'll be taking a look at the new features and bug fixes in ShiftOS 1.0 Beta 2.5. This is the final release for Beta 2.5 and it is already available on AppVeyor by the time this video is out, and it will be available on Unite pretty soon. Anyways, skin of the week for this update is Astro's Xubuntu 16.04 skin. It was made in beta 2.3, so there's going to be some rough edges in 2.5. I'll have to revamp it a little bit. It's not too much. I could probably do a tutorial on how to revamp it. But basically, that skin has been submitted to a contest. And this contest, it lasts until June 30th of this year. And the top 3 winners will earn some decent code points. And the contest is all about Linux skins, so you may want to get out your favorite Linux distribution and ShiftOS to look like that distribution and submit the skin to the contest, and you may have a chance of winning. But anyways, without further ado, let's get started with this build. So yep, that was the first feature, the login screen. I believe that was ever added. Actually, no. Yeah, beta 2.5 was GUI-based login screen. But yeah, I've already made some modifications to the skin. I haven't finished them, so, yeah. The login screen. Oh, excuse me, hiccups. The login screen has been customized for this skin. That was the only thing I've done, really, other than buttons and stuff like that. But, yeah. At the top here, we have our notification area. This is a new beta 2.5 feature. It's kind of unfinished, and again, the skin isn't really built for this version, so there's going to be some bugs with that as well. A lot of the features here are with the terminal. So I'm going to run a few commands for you guys, and for those of you who have played ShiftOS and used these commands, prepare to let your jaw drop whenever you see how fast these commands execute now. We'll get some help. We'll list all the upgrades we need to get. Alright, and we'll list all the apps we have. And finally, we will unlock everything. Yeah. And we'll clear the screen, because that actually isn't part of what I was trying to demonstrate, but I just needed a clear terminal. Anyways, I'm going to actually maximize the terminal, and well, I'll explain what we did there. So, what have we done to make things a lot faster? Well, for one, the Shiftorium, instead of reloading itself every time you make a change, or not every time you make a change, every time you request all upgrades, never rebuilds the database after the game boots. So when the game boots, we've sacrificed a tiny little bit of loading times for a non-hot swappable Shiftorium. That's another sacrifice, but we've done those two things and made it a lot faster by not making it hot swappable. And yeah, with the terminal, every time you execute a command, it used to actually use system.reflection, a .NET framework API that is heavily used by ShiftOS. It used to use that to find the command, but now it only uses system.reflection to build the initial command database. This happens when the game boots, and you'll see it, say term db, and then however many commands are built in the game commands found. It'll tell you that. And once that prints, the command database is there, and anytime you want to run a command, it just looks at the database, finds the right command, validates your input, and runs it. And then, when it runs the command, it actually, instead of outputting command text to the terminal itself, it actually outputs to a buffer, and you don't have to make any changes to your command to get this working. It does it automatically for you. It redirects console.writeLine and console.write. Modders and developers will know what that is. It redirects those to the buffer while the command is running, and once the command completes, everything in that buffer gets cleared and written to the terminal. So yeah, that was how we got things heavily optimized. With dev.unlock everything, I did a little more, but that's not really worth explaining. Anyways, so new skinning features. Let's do this. So first off, let's go to our shifter, and I'm not sure, it may have actually been affected by some of these optimizations, but last I checked, it probably hasn't. But we'll just check pretty quickly. So that's the shifter. Okay, and we'll go system. Now, what's new with system? Well, as you can see, there's a new buttons and a new progress bars category. And okay, it hasn't been affected by the optimizations. I'll have to save that for beta 2.6. That'll be a skinning update, I guess. So progress bars allow you to customize the colors and images of a progress bar, and the style and various sizing, stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Buttons, it's pretty much the same thing, but for user interface buttons. So yeah, there's also music in ShiftOS, but I have it turned off for this video. It's opt-in. All user interface sounds are opt-in. If you want to enable them, just run SOS.set SFX volume value, and then whatever volume you want from 0 to 100. We'll get into that in another video. Anyways, try right. That's another beta 2.5 feature. I went over that in another video. Address book, that's not implemented fully yet. We'll ignore that. Entertainment, we got the audio and video player. I'm sure you guys would know what that is from way back in the day, 0.0.8. We want networking. Where is it? Did I scroll right by it? I think I did. Yeah, networking. So there's a new application, web browser, and probably a bit disappointing because it uses Internet Explorer, but we plan to change that in the near future. So look out for that. But when you open it, it actually takes you to Project Unite, ShiftOS website, and you can browse it, and yeah, things are a bit broken though. We can go see the privacy policy, I guess. Try not to go onto Bootstrap Bootstrap intensive pages because things will break, and it's not a fun experience with Internet Explorer, but it's the best we've got right now. We'll have to deal with it. But yeah, get in touch. So yeah, it's pretty much just Project Unite. You can visit things like Google, stuff like that. So it's a fully fledged web browser. You can get it off of AppScape. Yeah. So let's just get off of that. Trying to think of other features that we've implemented. I know with AppScape we have slightly revamped. No, we haven't revamped AppScape. This is probably more demonstrating the Shiftorium. I'm lost for words right now. the Shiftorium optimizations, and I don't have the ShiftNet. So I have to use a command to get the ShiftNet. And if you're a hater or a developer, that is relatively easy. You just go to your terminal. It can be found in utilities, of course. So you go to your terminal. If I can actually see my way through the skin, I'm getting kind of better with light themes. We'll move this down here, and we do story dev. Story dev experience ID Victor Tran ShiftNet. Let it run. Saves the game, and we should have the ShiftNet. I've got to go pretty soon, so I'll have to edit this out. Okay, I do not have the ShiftNet. So I will be right back. Alright, so after a brief break there, I was able to get the ShiftNet. I think I already had it, but I just switched back, or switched to the default skin just to get it to reload. And because the white theme is kind of starting to hurt my eyes. It's not because the theme is bad. It is an awesome theme. It's just my eyes can't do light themes very well after a while. So ShiftNet, where were we? We were taking a look at the Appscape optimizations, the ShiftNet, or the Shiftorium optimizations. Let's have a look. So once it loads up here, it's a bit slow, but that's something else that has nothing to do with the ShiftNet or Shiftorium or anything. That's actually a skinning issue I have to work out. As you can see, minus the skinning issues, Appscape is now fast again, and so is the ShiftNet, or Shiftorium, I mean. So if we go to Shiftorium, you'll notice that the user interface is fully populated with its data. It's just not skinned correctly yet. That's nothing to do with the optimizations. I still have not gotten to the skinning system, and it's going to take me a while with research and development to get that working. So yeah, a lot of optimizations for non-skinning things, but most of the skinning stuff is still pretty slow, so I have to fix that up. Anyways, that'll do it for this development update. Be sure to check out the Zubundu 16.04 skin by Astro. Apologies if I'm pronouncing things incorrectly, I am incredibly thirsty. Anyways, I'm going to edit this and pack it in beta 2.5. I will see you guys in the next video.